Hey guys, so welcome back to Oil This by Jenny, and today we are talking about yoga. Now, earlier in the cleanse, so we are doing a 30-day cleanse, and today is day 24, I believe. And earlier in the pre-cleanse, like the setup phase, I talked a little bit about yoga. I showed you guys some of the videos that are on my channel under the Oils and 108 section with the little, that's the hashtag, but you'll see that playlist, and you can check out some of the yoga videos that I've done there. But so I actually had a new friend ask me this morning. She said, listen, what do you think about someone who's not very athletic and, I have a hip replacement coming up and all these things. I've never done yoga before, but she's heard a lot of good things. And what do you think? You think I can do it? I am such a believer in yoga for every body. I tell my students constantly, I said, you know what the biggest compliment would be? Is that one day you just don't come anymore because you have figured out your body so well that, I've taught you techniques and you just listen to your body so much that you really understand what your body needs. Of course, I still want them to come in my class and have that community. Even I love going to classes still, but you get what I mean. It's really for everybody. The whole point of it for me is to get on your mat or get on your rug or your floor. I used to live in a place that just had hardwood. I love doing it if it's a nice sticky hardwood. And do my yoga there. So it really is for every single body because you don't have to twist into all these different things. So if you want to see more specific, styles or videos, you can go to my other playlist. But today I'm just we just did pranayama yesterday. Tomorrow we're going to work on a different kind of yoga, a little more of like a higher energy style of practice. But today, I really just want you to get used to having some time for yourself. I always say get on the mat, get a sticky mat. But I always, just get on the mat and do something for yourself. So I'm just going to kind of show you in just a few minutes some of my favorite things to do in the morning. And the first one is I literally just come onto my mat and I sit. So remember, this is after all my morning routine. So this is after I clean my face. This is after my tongue brushing. This is after I get my water and after my meditation, okay? And it doesn't matter how long all those things take. It just matters for you to give yourself some time in the morning, right? We talked about the miracle morning, and come on to the mat. Now, go ahead, and by the way, I am usually diffusing in my morning adaptive, which I've talked about before, or balance. But it really just depends. Sometimes I just pick 3 random essential oils. Like I want 3 citruses. So I'll do grapefruit and orange and lime. Or I'll do, yesterday we talked about peppermint and lemon. Those are great, right? So I'm going to give you a few to try out afterward, and you'll see that in the link below. But diffusing while you're doing yoga is such a good way to just continue to open those airways and just get yourself in a right state of mood before you have any physical practice, okay? So get a strap or a tie or a what is this? A scarf, and I just come right down onto my mat. First thing I do is I want to try to get my shoulders flat. So maybe that feels good to you to bring your arms way overhead. Some people can't do that. So maybe you bring them into what we call cactus pose or field goal pose, right? And you just let that be flat. I also like to extend my hands wide, palms down, and just put them right here. And then I just swing side to side. You don't have to go far, right? But you can. You can kind of turn it into a little twist if that feels okay. And then I just want to see how the state of my back feels, right? So I'll take my left foot, put it down. Hey, sticky mat, what are you doing? There you go. Oh, okay, I'm all twisty here. So I'll take my left foot down and I'll put my right foot to the ceiling. Now, I like this trick where you can actually hold on to your mat and kind of push yourself down, and it flattens your shoulders out even more. So you take your 4 fingers, put it on top, take your thumb, put it underneath the mat and pull. You kind of pull with your hands. And it just really helps to get your shoulder blades on the ground. So I'll put that leg to the sky. Some of you who will be able to hold the back of the thigh You can go for it. Otherwise, you take the scarf, put it around your thigh, and just hold it here, right? Hold it here. And just go ahead and feel, breathe into the calf and hamstring as you reach through the heel. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed, right? Not hiked up. We don't want to get more tense. And I just kind of wiggle back and forth the hips, back and forth, back and forth. So then go ahead and pull this knee in. See if you can extend that left leg a little bit, maybe a lot. Some of you will be able to flatten it. And just pull that right leg in a little bit. In the middle, in the center, on the right side, on the left. Pull it in. Keep the shoulders square, okay? And relaxed. Breathe in. Smell whatever you got going on in your diffuser. So tasty. I always got something going on. And then from here, right, you're going to pull the pubic bone up as if you could pull it up, right? That pelvic floor muscle, you're going to start to pull it up, lift it up so you flatten the back a little bit, right? We always want to have a little curve, but for purposes of this, just for now, we're going to flatten it. And then we're going to take this leg. See, my foot is close to my knee. I'm actually going to hide it behind my knee. And I'm going to bring the right knee down to the floor. So the right shoulder goes back to the floor. The right knee goes down to the floor. The right shoulder goes down. I'm going to put this hand down. And then the exhale, the right knee toward the floor. You can kind of keep doing this for a little bit until you feel this nice sweet spot where you just want to stay. So I like to put my left elbow down, stay lifted in the heart, stay rooted in the right shoulder, and just kind of encourage the knee to go down toward that left side for a little twist. Count 3 more. And 2. Good. Inhale, bring it back to center. You can extend the leg again, all right, to the ceiling. You can extend the left leg away from you. A little scissoring, it's called, okay? And then exhale, come back to neutral. Back and forth, come back to neutral. Come on back. All right. And then, second side, right? You can start to bring that leg up to the ceiling while you plant your right foot. And just keep pulsing, right? You just pulse it up. Let that ankle, that heel reach toward the ceiling. And when it feels good, you can take the strap, bring it behind your thigh, or just grab behind your thigh. Bada boom, try to keep your shoulders nice and square. Bring left hip back, right hip forward, vice versa. Reaching through the heel. Right, reach through that heel. Good. And then from here, go ahead and bring that left knee in. Extend the right foot if you can. Any amount is fine. And then start to hug in that left knee. Hug it in, left and right, center. And then you just start to turn. You start to turn, hook the toes behind the right knee rather. And you can hold on to the mat like I had mentioned before. You can let the hand come down. You just toggle between left knee going down and left shoulder. And then when you find this nice sweet spot, right, I drop my right elbow, so my right elbow is anchored. I hold on to my left knee, and then I release my left hand down. So I'm in a little twist. Keep breathing. 3 and 2. Good. 1. All right. So you come back. You start to hug the knees in. You can rock and roll. Happy baby is when you bring the knees towards the armpits. I'm grabbing onto my shins. Knees can come wide. Feet are engaged and reaching towards the ceiling. You can stay here. You can go side to side. Rock side to side. And then come back to stillness in the middle. Reach through the spine. Reach through the tailbone. Look up. Start to feel the crown of the head reaching back. Right? Keep looking up. And feel the tailbone reaching forward toward the opposite wall. So just notice that, right? You're just a little bit straightening out the spine. 2 more breaths. Breathe in deep. Good. And then exhale, release. Now, if you can rock and roll all the way up, right? You're just gonna rock and roll all the way up to seated, go for it. If you need to be a little gingerly, more ginger, you can root down and then push all the way up, okay? So once you're up, that's really sometimes all I do. If I only have time for that, like a nice supine practice, maybe I'll do that. And you know what? I might leave it at that today because I just wanted to give you a little taste. If you can do a whole series on your back, if you're injured, if you just like are still in sleepy mode and you don't want to do a full practice, just getting your back to kind of be massaged out can feel really good during the day. And like I said, I'm trying to keep these videos short, so I'm just gonna send you over to my other playlist. And then tomorrow we're gonna be here again and we're gonna go through this strong Kundalini chakra clearing, energy clearing practice, okay? So I just thought of another oil that I love to diffuse in the morning when I'm wanting to feel uplifted. I'll sit a little closer because I don't have a lav mic. But it's citrus bliss, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you my balance blend again below, give you that link, give you the 3 citruses, so the grapefruit, lime, and wild orange, and then the citrus bliss, which guys, it smells like a creamsicle in a bottle, and you can just pour just that in the diffuser, and it's such a nice uplifting oil to start your day with. So enjoy your yoga practice. Hop on over to the Oil This by Jenny community to see all of the things that we're talking about, supplementation, cleansing, detoxing, and stay tuned for tomorrow to see what's next in the Nourish phase. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.